Hi everyone, welcome back for this special day. Today I'm going to make a very popular dish from Calcutta, and that is Nihari. Now Nihari is normally requires large pieces of any form of meat that you like. You can normally it's made with rich quality mutton, but you can substitute it for any form of meat that you would prefer. Here I would have about 2.2 pounds. That would be like around 1.5 kgs of big quality meat. Some parts are with the bone and some parts are boneless. Now this is called the adla mutton pieces, which you can ask your butcher to chop it in large chunks. It has been marinated. Traditionally Nihari is made with ghee or clarified butter, but obviously if you don't want to eat this sort of heavy food, it would be good for guests. You can substitute it with a good quality of extra virgin olive oil, and an entire cup of it would be used for its marination. Now at the same time, for this much of meat, about salt to taste would be about 2 to 3 teaspoons of salt, full teaspoons of salt, and this has been marinated overnight with a tablespoon of ginger, maybe more for this amount, 2 tablespoons of ginger paste and 2 tablespoons of garlic paste. And the meat has to be marinated with all these spices. At the same time, the Nihari masala, which is very popular, has been ground to a fine powder, or you can get ready-made packets in any Indian grocery store wherever you are located. The whole spices, there are 25 spices, but the main ones over here, there are a few which I have taken out, like mace or Jaiphal, Jaiphal, that is would be ginger powder, and Saute, that is you can put fennel powder as well in it. 2 to 3 bay leaves, these are red whole chilies, and 2 black cardamoms, a star anise, and green cardamoms as well. Here I have with me, you can use a pinch of nutmeg, Jaiphal or mace, and fennel powder. All the details of these would be given at my website at exoticfoodflavors.com. Garam masala is not really required because Nihari has its own masala or spice added to it. And to prepare the meat, about 4 cups of water. The meat can be boiled from before, or you can just prepare it. So these are there are no onions used in this dish. A pound, or this can be more than a pound and a half of these big size of mutton meat, that you can either ask your butcher to give you bigger sizes, but this can be weighed on any weighing scale, and it was marinated with about a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Now traditionally in the Nihari dish, they marinate it with a cup of clarified butter or ghee. But if you would like to eat healthy food, you can supplement it with extra virgin olive oil. In this also is added about 2 teaspoons of salt, and a teaspoon I'm going to add of any good quality. You can use as a supplement of this the degi mirch, or it is called it's available in any Indian grocery store, the red chili powder, and 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste, with which the meat has been marinated overnight. A good quality of Nihari masala. Now, normally the Nihari masala is made of a lot of whole spices that we get, like there is laung and cloves, green cardamoms, also the star anise. It's called the bania or star anise, like flower looking whole spices, 2 cinnamon sticks, 2 to 3, but all this can be ground to a fine paste. Strands of nutmeg, pretty much the same ingredients you would use in biryani. 2 nutmeg and javitri, that is mace. Over here also I have used black cardamoms and 2 bay leaves. Most of these ingredients is used in this Nihari spice has been ground to a powder. So if you have a larger amount of meat, like 2.2 pounds, I would say this would be like 2.2 pounds or 1.5 kg. Then it would need about 4 tablespoons of Nihari masala. I'm going to start off by putting the whole spices, everything that you need, strands of javitri, mace, nutmeg, cardamom pods, and so after I've heated, either you can use a cup of oil or ghee. We're just going to stir the pieces of meat on high flame. And we can go ahead in this manner. So for about 2.2 pounds, or you can measure it in kgs, about 4 tablespoons of the Nihari masala is required. As you can see, some of the pieces are large cut and with the bone, and some are without bone, whichever you prefer. This would mainly serve about 8 to 10 people and can be served with naan or Laccha Paratha or any form of chapati or roti. And we want to cook this till the oil separates and the water evaporates on high flame. So after about 20 to 25 minutes, you can see that exotic and heavenly. So now I'm going to put it on low, add water, and I'm going to put it on low flame for about 45 minutes to 1 hour till the meat cooks through. I like to take the remaining gravy for the gravy and all the spices, put some water and mix it well. And then cover it and let the meat boil. At this point you can even taste the salt. The main thing about this is home cooking, but the main thing about this is that you can take your time. These are very traditional dishes that you can serve your guests, and they have a lot of flavor in them. Normally in the restaurants the techniques are different, it's faster, but these techniques can be applied to the restaurant cooking as well. And because these are the real dishes that we used to eat when we grew up as kids. Back. So you can try these recipes and your guests will love it. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe to YouTube for choreography here. So after about 45 minutes to 1 hour, the nihari is been boiling on a medium to medium high flame till the meat gets tender. At this point of time, most people would take about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of flour, whole wheat flour, all-purpose flour, dissolve some water in it and then add it in the nihari so that the texture becomes thick and we are going to stir this and leave it for 15-20 more minutes for it to boil. So the total process took about hour and a half for the whole nihari to thicken. At the end I'm going to garnish it with some fresh coriander leaves and lemon juice. After the meat is boiling on low flame for 1.5 hours, we garnish it with some fresh coriander leaves and lemon on low flame.